All right, so we are breaking it down. The Giants have made it official. Rookie quarterback Daniel Jones will start against Tampa Bay on Sunday. It is a developing story. It appears that Eli Manning, the era of Eli Manning, is over in New York.
If you look at the talent and you believe in his talent, and clearly he has a grasp of the system itself, at some point in time, haven't you asked New York fans and Giant fans everywhere to tolerate enough?
Once you put Daniel Jones back there, you're married to that. That's it. You're done. I think if the Giants, and think about this, Stephen A., they could have saved $17 million of cap space moving on from Eli. They didn't. So it just feels like a rudderless ship. Like, what is the grand plan? If you have Eli there, it's to take those shots and let Daniel Jones hold the clipboard and learn, right? Not like they're going to make the playoffs this year. So I don't understand the move at this point. It's not like they've learned, oh, Eli really isn't good. They've known that for a long time.
This offense has looked rather listless at times. The Giants haven't won a game, but the fact that they are willing to go to Daniel Jones in week 3 is a bold gamble and tells you that this is something the Giants really wanted to do. Because in a perfect world, and they talked about this, you leave Daniel Jones on the bench, learning all year to the end of the year so he doesn't have to take some of these shots and he learns mentally. But they wanted to do this right now, which tells you that they just believe that they are ready to turn the page, move on from Eli and Manning, and start the Daniel Jones era.
You knew coming into this year that this team was talent depleted on both sides of the football. And we've also seen Eli Manning decline coming into this season, probably the last 3 or 4 years. It's the reason you jump up and draft Daniel Jones at number 6 when people thought he was a little overvalued at that point. But once you start to see Daniel Jones play throughout the preseason, and coach knows this, I know this, they are two totally different animals. But he acquitted himself so well, you saw some of the talent, and then you saw how even keeled he was as a personality. That's what you need as a quarterback for the New York Giants. And right now, this team isn't going anywhere with Eli. They aren't playing well with Eli. This will add some energy, some hope, and now you get to develop Daniel Jones on the field and not just holding a clipboard.
You know, Coach Shermer did a really good job taking questions from the media about when is Daniel Jones going to play. But I'll tell you, just from my own opinion, watching him up at the podium, he would take so much time highlighting how good Daniel Jones is. It's like he was fighting it, like, I have to play Eli, but I really want to play Daniel Jones. And he did what he needed to do and what the owner and the GM, Dave Kellerman, wanted to do. But I think for Pat Shermer, I think you talk about feeling refreshed. I think Coach Shermer is going to feel refreshed. And, you know, when you talk to other coaches in the league about Eli Manning, I think fans have a much different feel about how they view him. Coaches have a lot of respect for what he can do.
He's a kid who played at Duke for David Cutcliffe. He had to deal with adversity. Personnel-wise, their offensive line was outmanned in a lot of games. He had receivers dropping balls. Yet he hung in there. He had to deal with injuries. Okay, during his career, even that final campaign, he had to deal with an injury, which he came back from. The Clemson game, that defensive front beat up Duke, yet he hung in there. I think this is a smart kid. He ran for 186 yards in a game against North Carolina. He's an accurate passer. I like his release. I like everything about him makeup-wise. He's a low-key competitor. You don't realize how competitive he is because he's so calm and cool, but he's dealt with this at Duke. He didn't have all this great talent around him. He didn't win 11, 12 games. He wasn't in the Final Four hunt. He had to deal, like I say, with some adversity. He had to elevate his team to the status they had when they ran Temple off the field, a good Temple defense. He put up big numbers against in that bowl game, and very well coached for David Cutcliffe. So he'll have some rough times, he'll have some good times, but he'll get through it because of his makeup, both physically and mentally.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.